by the way, we take all of these, explain the jokes, and we clip them out of the show and put them up on YouTube. So basically, I'm not going to bed till 2 in the morning now. Ha ha! But that's fine. Right. What is the difference? What is the difference between an joke and a rhetorical question? Now, what do we mean by joke? A joke is a piece of writing, maybe spoken, maybe written down, can even just exist visually, really, technically. We call those visual gags often, that elicits a laughter response or a smile response, anything, basically a positive sort of brain tickle in response. You probably know what a joke is because, this is Jack explains your open brackets, clean, closed brackets joke. So I'm guessing you know what a joke is. But a rhetorical question, on the other hand, a rhetorical question is a question that one asks to make a point. That is, as a piece of rhetoric, we ask the question. And because we're only asking the question as a piece of rhetoric, it is not a question that expects or requires an answer. Can anyone in chat post an example of a rhetorical question? Gabara writes, M. Curtin's last rhetorical question I asked got someone to leave their boyfriend and jump straight on my face. Gamora. Because the girl didn't understand what rhetorical meant. Okay. Are you kidding me? Yeah, you might say, are you kidding me? So you're not actually saying, excuse me, I would like to inquire as to whether or not you're taking the Mickey Michaels right now. No, what you're actually saying, are you kidding me, is the current situation is beyond belief. Yeah, that's basically what it means, you see. It is so beyond belief that it's made me doubt the veracity of it. Yeah. Are we human or are we dancer? That's more of a lyric, Mythhouse. I think it's rhetoric. There's a difference between a question that doesn't expect an answer and a question that's just daft. Are we actually all watching this, right, Sam Curtains? I'm hoping that's an example of a rhetorical question, but in my heart, I know it's not. So, yes, M. Curtain's joke. What is the difference between a joke? Now, I should say as well, that's a popular form of joke. What is the difference between A and B? And there are two sort of flavours. There is the original flavour, yes, which sort of goes along the lines of, it's usually one is a spoonerism of the other. Spoonerism being sort of a reversal of letters, So I'm trying to think of one that's clean now. All I can think of is the one about the small dog and the street shop. Yes. Oh, well, we'll do it. We're amongst friends. So what's the difference between a street shop and a chihuahua? A street shop balls its... Hang on. It's terrible. Balls its wear on the... That doesn't even mean anything. Balls its wear on the street. Anyway. Yes, the other flavour is, what's the difference between A and B? You ostensibly begin explaining what A is, but in a way that actually is explaining what B is, and then at the end you say, and the other thing is A. Yes. I'm trying to think of an example of that now. It's quite a tricky one. To do, So, no. What's the difference between Wurzel Gummidge and Boris Johnson? One is a straw-headed scarecrow that knows nothing about real life, and the other one's Wurzel Gummidge. Not a great one. Not a great one. I was just thinking off the top of my head. But that's an example. That's an example. So anyway, in this joke, what's the difference between a joke and a rhetorical question? That expects an answer. But the joke of this joke is that no answer is given. Because actually it's not a joke, it's a rhetorical question. It's just being asked by somebody who doesn't understand the difference between a joke and a rhetorical question. Yeah, and that's why it's funny. And Cursons, have I successfully explained that joke? Funny because it's true. It is. I was asking someone I thought of as a safe candidate due to being with someone what their answer would be if I asked them out. Ah, I see. Yeah. Fair enough. Oh, that to me as well, Gamar. I'm not doubting your motives there, but that smacks of the disappearing proposition as well. Disappearing proposition is where you sort of, make a proposition that somehow, if it's taken seriously, becomes a genuine proposition, but if it's not taken seriously, was never intended to be serious, honest governor. Oh, have I successfully explained that joke? Another great rhetorical question. I'm going to take that as a yes.